and capture that power. And what we'll do is we'll charge my battery bank with that power. So that's just the wheel, whether I'm turning it, however I'm turning it, creating a source of power. We'll check that power and see what voltage is, and then we'll check and see what current we can pull out of it. And I got these gauges coming in here, and I'll be gauged out everywhere, digitally and analog, to really see what's going on. I'm looking for volts, but I'm really looking for current. It's all about that bass, baby. All about that ground. Woo, NASCAR. All right, let's get back in here. Little chilly willy here today down Florida, North Florida. Woke up, it's about 41 degrees. For yous out there waking up in 0 and 1 degree, I light a fire, baby. That's all I can see. Light a fire. Hopefully it's a little sunny today. I need my solar panel to charge my batteries. Batteries are down to, can you see that? Let me see. To 11.63 volts. My battery bank. I'm running a lot of stuff off of it. I got two 40-foot, 4-foot fluorescents. I got one 40-foot, 40 watt. I got a single 40 watt fluorescent running over there, down that way. Up here, I got two 100 floodlights, 100 watt each. Then I got a 100 watt little screw-in fluorescent and a 75 watt little screw-in fluorescent. And over here, right there, I got a 1500 watt heater running. 1500 watts, okay? Yeah. Off the grid, buddy. Off the grid. I'll tell you, there's a little good feel about not being on the grid out there for you guys who are just as capable of doing it yourself. Invest the money, buy the pieces, watch what you buy, because a lot of it will be false advertising, and it really won't have, like inverters, it won't really have the drive or the juice that you need. So go with a name brand is my advice. Sorry about the damn camera. Alright, so back to this. Alright, so we're going over here. We got that. Need a little more cleaning. Now we can put these two together. Okay, then these two gotta go together. These two are together. They just need less wire. This here's a mess. I can go back over our loop. Needs less wire too. Alright. Need some music. Money, 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 money. Money. Okay, go to work today. Make that money. Boy, it'd be nice to get paid and do this stuff. That'd be cool. Get paid to stay home and play, experiment. Yippers, that'd be nice. Sending off for a friend of mine a kit. Includes one of these. Nice little power puncher. Includes a flyback transformer, 30 gauge wire, breadboard, and a bunch of stuff. This is like a bag of 3 years. I got a relay in there, wires, compass, transistors, capacitors, 555. It's also got in there crystals. Got in there potentiometer, tape, resistors, diodes. It's got in there reed switches. Got in there jumper cables for your breadboard. This is 3 years of like just learning, and this would be the perfect kit. So anybody ever out there wants, I'll put a list together of all the things you can do with this, experiment wise. Be a good kit to sell. Maybe I'll put one together, and if anybody's interested, I'll sell it to you. But it's you don't see this out there, so it's pretty neat to. Anyway, to my buddy out there who I'm sending this to, enjoy it, man. I'm gonna make a whole list of all the things that this is all set up to do, between Tesla coils and oscillator circuits and even the Tesla hairpin circuit you can make out of it. Geez, go on and on and on. Turning magnetic wheels, you got the relay, you got the flyback, which has high voltage. This is set up really good to go in and come out. The VRS, I guess it's called. Dual. With this right here is dual transistors, and this system's a little slower than a regular, say, 30555, 20N5, that one right there, because this one empties out the capacitors. It brings it down to 0 instead of bouncing inside and not releasing the whole capacitor. So yeah, if you're interested, just let me know. You guys can get in touch with me. I'm sure you can look at my videos. Anyway, so back to this. That's got to go to there. Yeah, it's fun when you can bounce around and learn about different things. They should sell a kit like that. It's just 3 years, I guess it's been since I've been doing this, and I knew nothing. Not saying I know much now, but I know a lot better. It's all about those numbers. Everything tells you a story. So learn those bases first, and then you can get into different theories. Bada bing. gonna be a nightmare. Gonna have to find some way to clip these together without them. This barbaric. I'll get some crimpers or something. What we got here? So at least the wires are tight. That was kind of the goal. .16 gauge, pretty thick wire. Now that I think about it, compared to 18 gauge. Alrighty, so now let's check this whole thing and see where we're at. We got south, north, south, north, south. Let's check to see where we are. I'm gonna hook up the bottom to the positive. Just hooking it up to the rail. Gonna grab the top and just touch anywhere. Now there's see, one of these aren't connected. Now I gotta go to each one and see where we not connected. Make sure it's doing that sparky do. It's this one over here, but it's probably this one or one of these. Is that crazy? It's touching. Hey, we're touching here, so that means we're probably touching. We are touching up here yet. Jiminy crickets, I say, Batman. Come on now. Let's get some touchy-touchy. So that means this ends here. We need a little break out with the persuasion bar. Does the trick. There we go, look at that. So we got north, south, north, south, north, south. We're all lined up there. Let's see if we got any pulling power. Some good magnetic strength there. Holds without it, trust me. It's got that's hard to even pull off there. Got the strength, and you put this on there, you can't pull it off. This is Superman strength. So let's check down here. It's got the strength over there. Let's see what we're dealing with over here. So this side's not as strong as over here. Just, I don't know. We'll figure out why it does that. But so you got all these running. Now I guess we can move on to this one now. Bam, finally. So we got north, we got south. And we're going to tie this one into that. We can tie that together.